This is Bruce Lee. He is considered one of the best martial artists in history. But let's be honest guys, there is no record that says Bruce Lee was a good fighter off screen. That's why in this video we will find out what would have happened if Bruce Lee had not been a Hollywood actor and had been a UFC fighter. Since he was very young, Bruce was fascinated by action movies, so he decided to start training martial arts like Wing Chun, boxing and wrestling. When Bruce was 17 years old, he started having street fights in Seattle, USA, where he realized that he had a special talent for this sport. So without hesitation, he started training in an MMA gym, with a dream in mind, to be a fighter of the best MMA company in the world, the UFC. Bruce Lee began to improve his skills he had learned, and also learn new skills to have his own martial art, Jeet Kune Do. After a while, Bruce was ready for his professional debut, and he had no problem knocking out his opponent in his debut in a random company. During 3 years, Bruce accumulated a record of 11 wins and no losses, having all his victories by knockout. At this point, the 20-year-old Bruce was somewhat frustrated, because the UFC wasn't making the call, until one day he received the long-awaited call. Bruce already had some fame in social media for being a prospect with charisma and a very peculiar fighting style. Thanks to this, he had an opportunity to debut in the UFC, in a fight with short notice, because one of the fighters was injured, and without thinking he accepts the fight. But Bruce Lee was obligated to win to get a contract with the UFC. In the fight, Bruce was looking to land combination to finish his opponent, but he tried to take him down and Bruce was defending, and seconds later Lee landed a hook that almost put his opponent to sleep, and in the second round Bruce was dominating the fight and landed a beautiful kick that sent his opponent to the canvas for the second time. And then this happened. And Bruce did it. He beat his opponent with an impressive performance to get the UFC contract. And not only that, his knockout went viral on social media and he got the bonus for knockout of the night. This was the best possible beginning for Bruce, who already accomplished his dream of being in the UFC. But his ambition was huge. Bruce did not come to be part of it. He wants to take over and be the 145-pound champion. A month later, Bruce had another offer for his next fight. Now he had to fight against the veteran Rafael Assunção. Lee accepts the fight and spent 3 months training hard for the fight. And now he was ready. And he only needed a minute and a half to finish his opponent with the most beautiful combination I ever seen. Bruce is a savage. He knocked out his opponent in just seconds to get his second UFC victory. At this point, Bruce had become a promising prospect and a fan favorite. But this was just the beginning. The next fight for Bruce was going to be against a tough guy like Barboza, a guy known for the power of his kicks.
Spectacular knockout in UFC history. The first wheel kick.
Let's see if Bruce can beat him. But before you continue watching this video, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel. In the first round, Barboza landed a long combination that sent Bruce to the canvas for the first time in his career. Bruce was trying to put pressure, but Barboza was giving him a master class. The round ended and Bruce went to his corner and knew he had to make change because he was losing the fight. That's why in the second round Bruce started throwing kicks that landed on Barboza's face. Also in the third round, once again Bruce landed a kick that almost put Edson to sleep. But this will not end here. Barboza put Bruce in trouble with a right hook. And in the fourth round happened this. Bruce does it again. He knocks out Barboza in the fourth round with a spectacular kick. But this is the first fight where Bruce takes a lot of damage. Bruce Lee is in his prime, but the future could have a sad ending. At this time, Bruce was an unranked fighter, and he was looking for a fight to get into the top 10 of the division. And he received an offer he just can't refuse. A fight against the former interim champion Jair Rodriguez, who is ranked number 9 in the division. Let's see what happens. At the beginning of the fight, Jair was looking to land kicks, being faithful to his style, and was making things difficult for Bruce, who also wasn't able to land his punches, until a moment when the fight changed completely. This guy is crazy. He completely changed the fight in just seconds, landing 2 beautiful kicks to knock out his opponent. Bruce got his 4th win in the UFC and his 4th bonus for knockout of the night. At this point, Bruce's fame was going crazy, being one of the fighters with the most followers on social media. People love his fighting style and of course the beautiful knockouts he was doing, and all his fans were talking about him being a title contender. But anyway, Bruce had to keep moving up in the rankings. Now he had to fight the fighting nerd Jan Silva, another dangerous guy looking for the title.
You barking up the wrong tree, motherfucker.
In the first round, Bruce landed a beautiful combination that sent Silva to the canvas, but he got up immediately and landed a hook that put Bruce in trouble, and he responded with elbows that sent his opponent to the canvas for the 2nd time. Silva went to his corner with 2 big cuts and he had to be careful. In the 2nd round, Bruce landed a beautiful kick that wobbled Jan Silva. After that, Jan landed a combination that made Bruce Lee drop. And once again, Bruce fell to the canvas and was almost finished. And when everyone thought that Bruce was going to lose, he did this.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys.
This motherfucker is invincible. He knocks out Jan Silva with a spinning kick and makes it clear to everyone that the hype is real. Bruce won to fight for the title. Thanks to this victory, Bruce is in the top 6 of the division and is looking for opponents to get him closer to the title. That's why he faced the undefeated Russian Movsar Evloev and knocked him out in the 3rd round. Then he faced the former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, you better win your fight because I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass. Pause.
And defeated him with a beautiful elbow. Bruce has 7 wins in a row and everyone expected him to get a title shot, but the UFC had an unexpected plan. Arman Tsarukyan was going to contest the interim lightweight title in a fight with Gaethje, but Justin got injured, so the UFC offered Bruce a short notice fight against Arman Tsarukyan. Now Bruce can fight for both titles, featherweight and lightweight. Let's see what happens. The fight started and Bruce only needed 20 seconds to put Arman in trouble. That's why quickly Arman will take Bruce to the ground and landed some punches in ground and pound. But he managed to get up quickly. After that, Arman landed a combination that made Bruce wobble, and when nobody expected it, this happened. Bruce surprises everyone and knocks out Arman Tsarukyan in the 4th round to become the interim lightweight champion. Sometime before that, Ilia Topuria became the lightweight champion after beating Charles Oliveira, because Islam Makhachev vacated his title to become the welterweight champion. Meanwhile, Bruce now has a chance to fight for both belts, but before he must return to his natural weight class and fight one more time. Bruce must prepare to fight the other featherweight contender, Diego Lopes. The winner of this fight will face the champion Alexander Volkanovski. At the beginning of the fight, Diego exchanged shots with Bruce and landed a combination that made Bruce wobble. Moments later, he missed a kick and Diego Lopes took advantage to land a hook that put Bruce Lee in trouble. After that, Diego went for the takedown and tried the submission, but Bruce defended himself and stands up. In the 2nd round, Bruce landed a combination that made Diego wobble, and moments later he landed some body shots which did a lot of damage, and then finished the fight in the best way possible. Bruce Lee knocks out Diego Lopes with a beautiful kick to rank #1 in the featherweight division, and he is just one step away from fighting for 2 belts. Bruce is currently a fan favorite and his fame is sky high, and he is still not the champion. Bruce needed 9 wins in a row to get the title shot. Bruce must prepare well because in 3 months he will have to fight against one of the best featherweights in history, Alexander Volkanovski. Let's see if he can become the featherweight champion. The fight started and both guys landed a head kick, but Volk connected with more power and put Bruce in trouble. In the 2nd round, both exchanged punches, but Volk was landing the best shots. But moments later, Volk missed a kick and Bruce landed a left overhand that wobbled his opponent. After that, Volk went for the takedown, but Lee managed to get up quickly. We were already in the championship round, and Bruce was landing leg kicks that did a lot of damage. Volk was so badly injured that he was not able to stand upright, and moments later this happened. And Yes guys, Bruce Lee defeated Alexander Volkanovski by TKO, and with this victory he became the 145 pounds champion. Bruce was in the best moment of his career, but maybe the future will not be so good. Bruce was not only doing well in sports, but also in the financial aspect, earning more than $10 million in his championship fight. But now Dana offers him an even bigger fight. Now he has the opportunity to be the double champion. But now he will have to face El Matador Ilia Topuria. Let's see who will be the king of the 155 pounds division. In the first round, Bruce felt the power of Topuria's punches. But after that, Bruce Lee landed a jumping kick that made El Matador go back. Ilia landed a hook and decided to change levels. On the ground, Topuria tried a submission, but Bruce managed to barely escape. In the third round, Ilia landed a hook that sent Bruce straight to the canvas, but he was not going to stay behind and landed a kick that put Topuria in trouble. And when no one expected it, this happened. And sadly, Ilia Topuria defeats Bruce Lee by knockout, giving him the first loss of his career and taking away his chance to be the double champion. Bruce was sad for his defeat, but he was having some health problems that took him away from the octagon for a while. But the UFC offered him another mega fight. Bruce now had to defend his title against another guy who wanted to be double champion, Sugar Sean O'Malley. Let's see what happens. 30 seconds into the first round, O'Malley landed a combination that staggered Bruce, but moments later Bruce landed a question mark kick that sent O'Malley backwards. In the second round, Bruce landed a beautiful combination of body shots and a head kick that put O'Malley in serious trouble. And then O'Malley landed a beautiful kick and then tried a jumping kick that Bruce incredible dodge. And then he did this. Yes guys, Bruce did it again. He knocks out Sean O'Malley with a beautiful elbow to get his first defense. Bruce was at the peak of his career, being considered the most famous and highest earning fighter. Everything was fine, or that's what everyone thought. Bruce was having health problems, exactly having a lot of headaches, but he wanted to keep fighting, and the UFC offered him a fight against Islam Makhachev, but something happened that surprised the world. At the age of 32, in the best moment of his career, sadly Bruce Lee passed away. The cause of his death was a mystery, and many theories came out. What is a fact is that he inspired many people and became an example of dedication. Rest in peace, legend.